President Tony, fellows and guests. Okay, as it is normal that Rotarian Sergeant seeks to have a bit of fun and take the mickey out of a few colleagues here, but the real principle is actually fundraising, isn't it? And I think it was about, I was telling Tony earlier today, I think it was about 10 years ago I suggested we should hit $5 a gift. I think $5 is well past sort of inflation. I guess if we had an economist helping us out, it's probably at least double that now, I think, realistically. So if your wallet or purse can handle, or your top pocket, I think you should be thinking seriously. I don't want to hear those coins, I want to hear some big stuff. Today is also, I did think about could an idea work with a silent sergeant, but I couldn't quite make that work. So I'll leave for somebody else to be a silent sergeant one day and see if they could fundraise doing, I don't know, whatever it is you do silent. But yeah, so I'm going to talk, and my theme today is about travel and overseas travel particularly. So, for example, we've just found a few people from travel, but I want to just dig a little bit deeper. Where have they been and what are they doing and what have they done overseas? So, for those that don't know, Gal and I are leaving on the 8th of July for Europe, Africa for a year, and we're going to be buying a camper van, probably in Dublin, if the EU allow us to buy there. Otherwise, we'll be in the UK, and we've got no itinerary. So we're just going to follow our nose and travel for a whole year. Now, that's me, and I'm hoping in a year's time I might be able to tell you about some of those journeys. But I'm thinking, how many people in this room have travelled overseas? So if you have, you need to stand up. Okay, that's pretty massive. I'm not going to fine you for that because it's just a natural New Zealand experience, isn't it? That we tend to happily travel at least 3 hours, and most of us are very comfortable at least getting 12 hours in an aircraft and beyond. So let's think about, okay, some people in the room have done extensive travel, and Bob Stannard and I have been talking for years about his trips down the Danube and others. And I think Bob should stand, and I'd like him to tell us his favourite spot that he's travelled in or at some time over the years, and why.
The one trip I did enjoy was taking the train from Moscow to Beijing. Recommended.
Okay, who's been to Moscow and Beijing? Okay, you're all happily going to put at least some good floating. I would like somebody else to volunteer. I was looking at Chris Parkin when I was talking there. I think he's done a lot of travelling. Would that be right, Chris? So maybe some experience you've had where you think, highly recommend that I should probably contemplate going, and other Rotarians. And we was,
I think an excellent idea for all of you would be to spend 5 weeks going from Peshawar in Pakistan up the edge of Afghanistan into China, back through Tibet on the worst road you've ever seen. Most get an average height of about 4,000 metres up and food.
Okay, who's done that before? Okay, I think that's deserving. I think it's an outstanding experience that we should congratulate Chris for doing with generosity to the Sunshine Fund. How about somebody else who's been to some obscure place that really we've never heard of, a bit like Chris? Something, yeah, here we go, right down the back there.
Beautiful place in the world. Myself work
In Thailand. Okay, who's been to Thailand? There you go. That's at least $3. And there was another one right down the back as well. Okay, it's Bhutan. So, fantastic opportunity here. That's what do you reckon, everybody? Another couple of dollars for that experience?
something a little bit more achievable the Abbey Road crossing, and so on the Abbey Road.
That's one of the most amazing experiences of my life.
If it's like downtown Wellington, it's probably an intrepid trip, you know, so yeah, wait for the sign to cross. Okay, we've got one, Lee. Oh, sorry. You're not the boss yet.
This is partly a bit of publicity, it's why I'm being uncharacteristically bossy. If you haven't travelled to that when you're travelling, you simply haven't travelled. And if anyone wants to know more about that, come and see me. It's an opportunity to stay with locals practically everywhere we go.
What was the name of it again, sorry?
Service, S-E-R-V-A-S.
Okay.
Esperanto, I believe it stands for World Culture.
Okay,
Existed since the end of the Second World War.
fantastic. So we've got one over the back and then you, Lee.
All right, we're just on the theme of motorbikes. India, northern India, with Chris and Martin. In the rainstorm, Chris went over handlebars. Martin landed on the bus, and I landed somewhere on the head.
Oh, look, that's worth a couple of dollars. And Lee will make the final one.
Ours was more how we did it. We travelled for 6 months with less than 7 kilos, so we had only carry-on luggage for 6 months. Around Central America, Venezuela, Caribbean and Mexico. It's easy to do.
I'm thinking of losing 7 kilos, but I think my suitcase might fill with who knows. Hey, thanks guys for a bit of fun. Final thought, I know a comment might have been made last week, but I wasn't here, about John Day dying. He's done extensive travelling, and I'd love his wife to come and tell you about Kenya and photography work they've done. So William's going to follow that up. But we used to have shed meetings, which quite a few of the Rotarians used to come along to, and John Day used to enjoy those. We're going to host one of those in the next few weeks, which we'll put a notice out, you're most welcome. But Jenny, his wife, is a keen photographer, and she went into an orphanage for about 2 weeks, and she photographed every orphan who had never seen a photograph, let alone one of themselves. And she gave 2 cameras to them, and I thought, wouldn't it be lovely they all had a camera? And so I think in the name of John, we might ask you if you, like me, I've got a digital camera that's been superseded. We could all pull those together and we'll freight them off to this orphanage. And the other thing that hit me was the orphanage has no pens or paper. And I thought, again, I'm just wrapping up my house. It's just millions of pens. I'm going to put them in a box. So if you've got those sorts, bring them next week, and we will wrap them up and freight them off to this orphanage in the name of John. Thank you, everybody.